Something that I've heard a lot of fellow creative professionals say recently is gear doesn't matter, or does gear really matter? And they're kind of opening that discussion about the equipment that we use on a day-to-day basis. So I kind of go back and forth on this whole topic, and I always think, does the equipment that I use on a daily basis really affect me as a creative and my trajectory and the creative decisions that I'm gonna make? My conclusion to that question would be, in short, yes. The gear you have can not only affect the efficiency that you're able to get projects out and create art, but it can also severely affect the quality of the end product. Now, the whole argument behind what kind of gear or equipment should you buy or should you not buy, that whole topic is kind of flawed because there's so many factors that go into what works best for you and your process and your artistic goals. So let's not talk about that now. I'm just thinking of the whole concept of buying gear and the idea of investing in tools that help you create art. Also, if you spent a questionably large sum of money on music production equipment or any type of art equipment, let me know down in the comments below. I hate the idea of spending money, but I love getting new gear. It's so much fun to try new things out with new stuff that I've never used before, and there's something special about getting that piece of gear that you've had on your wish list for a while. So if you need a few reasons to justify an upcoming gear purchase, I've got a few. First, new gear matters because new gear usually equals new ideas. Sitting down with a new instrument can give you new creative, fresh inspiration, or a new plugin could give you a new perspective on what your mix can sound like. Like for myself, the last time I bought a new guitar, the first week I had it, I probably wrote a dozen songs just because I was excited. And that excitement got my brain thinking in new ways. I think there are creative and mental blocks that can get lifted when we're in a good headspace and we get some dopamine flowing. Now, there are a lot healthier ways to get dopamine going than spending money, but picking up a new creative tool is a great way to get inspired. Now, the second reason that gear matters is the new gear or the gear that you need is gonna make the end quality product better, and it's gonna make the process of creating that much more efficient. You're able to execute the creative ideas that you have right away and not get stuck behind the equipment limitations that you have. In general, if you upgrade your equipment, you're giving yourself an opportunity to spit out higher quality content, probably at a much more efficient rate. So higher quality equipment tends to give you a chance at a higher quality product. Number 3 is if you spend your cash on gear, you'll be more motivated to use it. This idea is known as the sunk cost effect, which basically says people are more likely to use something or to start something new if they've already paid for it. I remember I wasn't very inspired to start learning electric guitar, but it was a skill I knew I wanted in my tool set. When I went out and spent the money on my first electric guitar, it gave me an excuse to start practicing and was like a physical commitment to start learning and growing as a guitar player. So if you want to learn a new skill or grow in a specific area, it might be a good idea to just financially invest in it, and that might be the motivation that you need. Now, I'm not saying go blow your savings. This is not financial advice. Please don't spend all your money and blame it on me. The fourth reason I think new gear or investing in new equipment is very important is because I think it's part of your journey as a creative. Each time you invest and buy a new piece of equipment, I think you're kind of unlocking something within yourself. Not only are you learning and doing something that you've never done and using a piece of equipment you've never used, you're also learning a lot more about your art as a whole and figuring out how all these different pieces all come together to make what you're trying to create. In certain contexts, I think investing in gear can also be looked at as an investment in ourselves. Buying gear should never be an excuse to make a poor financial decision, but investing in your craft can push you to creative places that you've never been. Gear can not only teach you new things about your field of art, but it can also take your end final music product or final art project to the next level. Overall, if you can afford it, buy it. Get that keyboard that you want, get the guitar that you need, or that plugin that you need, or the camera that you want to take on your next vacation or to film your next project. Because we have one opportunity, we have one lifetime to capture the art that's inside of us and to share that with people. And the gear that we use is a big part of that. So let me know down in the comments below what gear you want to pick up this year. And if you're looking to get into music production or filmmaking, definitely subscribe for more videos. Maybe I'll make a video on the opposite opinion of this video on why gear doesn't matter. So keep an eye out for that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.